Hello everyone, welcome back to PM Academy. Today's topic is what is globalization? Dear students, before coming to the topic, once again I tell you dear students, please like my lecture, like my channel and subscribe it if you are the first viewer and press the bell icon to get the first notification. Now I am coming to topic dear students. Topic is what is globalization? Here the globalization refers to integration between people, between governments, between market and also between companies, or you can say among countries, among markets, among government and also among people. Now this the globalization sees all over the globe or all over the world, because these the business activities are found all over the world, almost all the countries, you can say. Now dear students, this the globalization also refers to increase interconnectedness and increase interdependentness through the trade. Means actual how it is possible, because interconnectedness and interdependentness, one country depends upon other and one country's market integrates with the markets of the other countries. So in this way the interconnectedness and interdependence happens through the globalization. It is possible due to the globalizations. I'm just giving one example. When integration of market and integration of you can say like interdependentness or integration of market is there, so that is the opening of the boundaries one country with the other, and also restriction of the trade barriers are the relaxed. Otherwise the market integrations, exchange of the goods, export and import in the free manner is not possible without relaxation of the trade barriers. It happens all over the globe, no doubt. Now dear students, when all these things also happens, how it is possible? Because government of the respective countries, they have to relax, they have to liberalize their the policies, liberalize their the institutions, and they have to liberalize in such a way they can help to each other for promoting or developing or maintaining the globalization or the global trade and commerce. In this way, I'm giving, because when the globalization is there, MNCs have played very the vital role so far the globalization is concerned nowadays. How they play the global role? Because they don't have the boundary. MNC don't believe in the boundaries. So they have the business in the USA, in the UK, in India, in the China, in Africa, all, everywhere you will see. Their immediate requirement is cheap raw material, cheap labor, low cost land and government support. When they find all these four factors, so they are ready to come and start their business. And when they do the business in these ways, like the cheap raw material, cheap lands and all these things, so 50 to 60% cost is saved by the MNCs in these ways. So as they have the network all over the world, they don't find any difficulty for exporting their the products to the different parts of the world. I'm just giving you the one example. So one example, so means actuals, one company, one large MNC in the USA, they have the research center in the New York, they have a research center in United States of America, and they have the manufacturing units in China for the, you can say the components manufacturing unit China, and they are exporting these the component parts to Mexico and Eastern European countries for assembling. After being assembled, it is exported, or it is also, that means supplied to the different parts of the world, or it is exported to the different part of the world for the trade and commerce purpose. And their customer care unit is handled all over the India. Now imagine that they are in the USA, then the China, then Mexico and Eastern Europe, and custom care is handled from the India. How they are operating? When they operate in this way, 50 to 60% cost is also saved. So far the MNCs are concerned. So globalization generally, what happens? Interlinks the production across the countries. How it possible actually due to the globalization? So different foreign companies or MNCs, they come to our country or they go to the different countries, they buy the land, buy the machineries, they take the help of the government, they set up factories, industries. So it is what you call it the foreign investment. But sometimes what happens nowadays, MNCs, they are not ready to go and invest there to buy the land, machinery and all these things. They take the local companies. That means pick up the local companies, go for the joint ventures. So in this case, what happens? They set up production units, tie up with the local companies, and the local companies, they have the land, they have the buildings. Only the thing is that they are the outdated machineries. They have not the latest technology. In this case, what happens actually? Local companies, they get the MNC partners. They got the huge funds from the MNCs. Latest technologies or latest machineries are the purchase. Then that means large scale productions are possible. Large scale business is possible due to the MNCs. Profit goes both to the MNC and the local companies. In this case, what happens? I am giving one example. Cargill Ford, one of the um, largest companies in the USA. So when he searched the market, he found that actual Parik Foods in the India. So he has the large network in the India. Instead of going the tie-up, he purchased or he took over the Parik Foods, and he by taking over the Parik Foods immediately, very soon actually he used the network, his all these things. By this way, Cargill Foods became one of the lead edible oil producers in India. Because very soon, because he went immediately to tie up with the different companies and immediately saw that actual Parik Foods is ready to be taken over. So he got that chance. So means actual by this way, actual he became one of the lead edible oil producers in India. This is the strategy of MNCs. How it is possible? Because it is all possible due to the globalization. Without globalization, all these things not possible. But when you talk about the globalization, dear students, we see the various type of the globalization takes place various ways, or we can generally say that actually different types of the globalization. First, I am taking you to the political globalization. The political globalization is possible due to the United Nations and also WTO or the World Trade Organization, because they are the international organizations. Almost all the countries are the members of United Nations as well as the WTO. And in this case, actually, what happens? They have made United Nations and WTO. They have made the provisions globally, so all the countries are allowed to do the trade and commerce without any hurdle, without any obstacles. And also, likely, so many NGOs are there. They are also associated globally with the people, with the government for the free trade and the commerce, like Doctors Without Borders or the Oxfam. They also played very the vital role for the political globalization. Now I am taking to the economic globalization. So for economic globalization is concerned, it means the development of the trade through the corporations or you can through the MNCs. That is economic globalization, because MNCs and the corporations play very the vital role through the foreign investment, through the local tie-up, what I discussed with you. Then in this case, actual economic globalization is possible because the products of USA is available in India, and not only in the metro cities, it is available in the almost all parts of India. For example, like I can give you the latest digital cameras, television set, or the latest model cars, bikes, watches that is available almost all parts of India and all parts of the world. Then I am taking the financial globalization. How the integrated financial, how the world is integrated financially. All the countries are integrated financially. Generally, you see, stock market generally are integrated financially. When particular lead stock market crashes, it affects to the other stock market or other financial system or other stock markets, and it at the end it brings or it affects to the whole financial system or market system of the world. So this is what is known as the financial globalization. Then besides that is a cultural globalizations. So earlier we are also saying that actually I have this culture, that culture, and now when the people are migrating, traveling to the different parts of the world, and they are for either for the job or for the any business purpose. So they settle down in a particular country or particular place. So their culture means actual their culture and the others' culture, they are the mixed together, and they means actual they are not actual means actual hard that actual I will not hire their culture. Means due to the globalizations, what happens actual people have people have also understood each other's culture, and a new type of synthesis of a new culture has also emerged. You can say the international or a global culture. Means people don't have feeling of the caste, my color, creeds, religions, highness, lowness. These type of the feelings are not there. And when a particular community's culture is there, all together, people participate all together, those are staying nearby. So this is what is known as the cultural globalization. The technological globalization. Now, dear students, technological globalization, it is very common. Now, use just example of the social media you see, like the Facebook, like the YouTube, or like the Skype, or in this ways actual in the Instagrams, people are that means give their the view, explain their the give the demonstration of their the products, and from one corner to the other parts of the world, people know to the each other by this way, by the technological globalization. Then besides technological, so I am giving the social globalization. Social globalization is another area where means actual people mingle with the different groups of the people. There is no social barrier today due to the globalizations. So social divisions already has gone away due to the social, due to the globalizations. And what you can say that is the social globalization. There is no specific social boundary for it. Then geographical globalizations, what I want to tell you, dear students, we are flying from one country to the other country, so there is no restrictions actually. Without any hiccup, we are also flying to one country to the other country. So that is one of the best example of the geographical globalization. Then I am giving the last one, that is the ecological globalizations. What is ecological globalizations? All the people, earlier we are talking about it is my country, it is their country. Now we are taking that actual earth is our planet is the earth. We belong all to the earth. Whether people from USA or from Africa, from India, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from Bhutan, but all belong to the planet earth. So it is our utmost duty protect the earth. How it is possible now when the pollution issue is there? So it is international level conference takes place actually how to control the pollution, because pollution of one place it affects the parts of the others. Due to the ecological imbalances, lot of things happening across the globe. So all the countries are now united how to check up all these things. Now, dear students, when we are talking all these things, what is globalizations, relating to the globalizations? So, one thing we have to keep in mind, this the globalization in the trade and commerce is possible due to the WTO or World Trade Organization. Now, total 164 members are also there. Still, it is divided between the two blocks like the developed and developing. But developed countries try their the best to take the benefits, maximum benefits in their favor. But 150 developing countries are there, so it should not be the neglected. If the developing countries are the united, so they can take the World Trade Organization in their favor. Decision can can be taken in their favor. So in this case, dear students, and even large number of NGOs, large number of people's participation, campaigns have taken place, and it has brought a lot of impact upon the WTO, through which actual lot of amendments have taken place. So far, the globalization is concerned. Means a lot of amendments have taken place favoring the fair globalizations. And there must be a social cohesion among the governments, among people, among laborers, among employers or the MNCs. So means actual it can create a better understanding among the countries, among the people, among the all communities. So it can create a best atmosphere for the fair globalization. So when we are talking about the globalization, so it can create a best atmosphere for the globalization, and it can create an atmosphere opportunity for all. No one will be the deprived, no one will be suppressed, no one's voice will be suppressed. Everyone will get the justice. So far the globalization is concerned. So before concluding my the lecture, dear students, once again my request to you to like my lecture and also subscribe if you are the fast viewers and press the bell icon to get the fast notifications. Thank you. Thank you today.